So that's the fragrance that we are going to be doing the first impression of. Let me try it on my skin. So I understand that this is another popular fragrance from Jim Malone. Just a few minutes ago, I did Mir and Tonka, and I already own Oud and Bergamot, which is becoming one of my like top three all-time favorite fragrances. And I think I'm a Joe Malone fanboy now. Let's see. Let's see what this smells like. Wood, sage, and sea salt. So probably smells like the sea, or beachside, or something like that. Let's see. I'm a big fan of the sea. I'm from a coastal city, like yeah, and I love coastal regions, coastal cuisine. I like beaches in general. It's if there's some place that I would want to settle down, it would be close to a beach. Something definitely citrusy, lemon or lime or something like that. Maybe orange blossom or something. It's very citrusy. I wonder. It reminds me of some other fragrance. I'm not able to recall which. Hmm? I think maybe it's reminding me of this Lumanist or something, or a fragrance by Frappin. I'm not able to. Yeah, I think it reminds me of this fragrance by Frappin. It's called Isle of Man. So it does. It's not like a beach kind of a. So it's more. It smells more like a cliffy seaside as opposed to a sand beach seaside. You know what I mean? It definitely reminds me of Isle of Man is what I'm because I tried the fragrance. It's been months since I tried that fragrance, so I can't I'm not able to, but it definitely has this um, a lime or lemon, and then maybe a little. This it has a. It's not like your typical what do you call it? Tom Ford, you know, these Italian inspired fragrances. It's not smelling like that, but there's something about it that that's making me like it, because those fragrances, right? I'm talking about this Mandarino di Amalfi and all those fragrances, like when they're inspired by the Italian Riviera or whatever. It's not smelling like that. It's very fresh, and there's something about it that I'm loving it. Oh, this is beautiful. This guys, this Joe Malone, man, where, why, why have I not been looking at Joe Malone fragrances at all these years? It's been 2 3 years since I started with this fragrance journey. Wood, sage and sea salt. Longevity is one issue though. That's something that I always hear about Joe Malone fragrances. Maybe because of that reason. And not many YouTube reviewers talk about Joe Malone, like as much as they talk about brands like Dior and Chanel and whatnot. So this was launched 2014. Christine Nagel is the perfumer. So okay, so composition is just like name, so it's composed of ambrette seed, sea salt, and sage, along with the red algae and grapefruit. This fragrance is different from each phase. Perfumer of the composition is sea air is mixed with salty and mineral texture of sand and stones. As a scent of driftwood, it has natural and fresh sophistication. Okay, inspired by the unique character and quality of British beach. Yeah, okay. Yeah, British beaches, they're not sandy beaches, isn't it? Because I've been to Ireland, I visited Ireland, and I assume that's the same kind of beaches that they have in England, because the landscape there is pretty much the same, isn't it? I could be wrong. That's pretty much like Isle of Man. Like I was correct. Isle of Man, yeah. It definitely reminds me of Isle of Man then, because Isle of Man is somewhere in the UK, right? I believe. I am I love the smell because for some reason it reminds me of my trip to Ireland. I think specifically there's this place that I visited. It's a peninsula. It's called. Oh man, I need to Google it now. I would never forget that. It's wait a minute. So so there's this kind of peninsula in Dublin. It's called Howth, and that has a beautiful scent about that place. I mentioned the same when I did my first impression of Isle of Man as well. That place, I think this fragrance and that Isle of Man remind me of this trip, my trip to Howth. It's such a magical place. Uh, the cliffs, and it was so bloody cold on that day. I was wearing two jackets, and I still felt like so biting cold. Yeah, and I think that is the reason why I'm liking it. This is so beautiful. The smell, I'll never forget that smell. It's an amazing place and an amazing scent about that place. See how like as soon as I smelled it, kind of took me there. It's transportive. Is that the word? Is that even a word? I don't know. So, scent is such a beautiful thing. It transports you to a different place, right? Like, if you have a memory of it, amazing. Mir and Toka, that's the other one that I sprayed on this hand, and I'm liking this yash. Mir is like you need uh, Mir is like an acquired taste is what I'm trying to say. Amazing. So 3 out of 3, Joe Malone. I don't know, man. I'm going to get another Joe Malone fragrance very soon, very soon. Thanks a lot, guys, again for watching, and see you in the next video. Bye bye.